Welcome to Blackbridge Sound, the greasiest home recording channel on YouTube. Today we are going to be checking out this Bugera 6260 guitar amp. Unfortunately, JRock couldn't make it. He's rock climbing in Bulgaria, but luckily our good friend, the Tone Arranger, is on his way.
Finally, the Tone Arranger has come back to Blackbridge Sound.
So, what do you think there? The Bugera 6260. You know much about this bad boy?
I've heard a little bit about it. It's so this amp is basically a copy of a PV-5150.
Okay.
And you can get these real cheap used. I think they go for around like 200, 300 bucks.
Right
basically a poor man's 5150.
Greasy. I like how they just kind of change the numbers up, like the sequence of the four numbers. Like it's kind of
it's
obvious, right? It's awesome.
It should have been 6261, but that way every number is one higher.
I guess, yeah, but no, it's greasy.
But it works.
That's cool. No, it's looks cool. It's I guess we'll toast it up and see what we can get out of it there.
Let's see what we got here. So we are currently plugged into the low gain.
All right. Pretty thick sounding, actually.
I think it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Considering that's the low gain channel, so I'm gonna switch you over to the high gain channel.
All right.
And let's see what the difference is there. A bit brighter, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of
just for
not that much more volume though. I don't think. I mean, a bit, but
no, but it's more about gain. It's a little chunkier, so I'm just gonna flip this up a little bit too. There is a built-in reverb on this amp.
Oh, greasy. Decent reverb, actually.
Yeah, I mean, not bad considering how cheap these amps really are, and it's just a clone. And
like, I think I like it more for leads, like, than the rhythm.
Yeah,
it sounds cool for rhythms. There's a little. I wish it was a little thicker, but I mean, it's cool. But I think for leads, it really stands out.
Yeah. Yeah, it's got a cool lead sound. I mean, like basically designed by CVH, you know?
CVH?
Yeah, Chinese Van Halen.
Is that what it is? Like a Chinese kind of?
Yeah, basically. I'm pretty sure they're all made in China. They're like Chinese copies. They did a whole bunch of different amps. I think now they have their own original thing that kind of does everything. There was a couple lawsuit amps and stuff like that. They made a Mesa that didn't really make it to market because they sued them.
Good times.
Yeah.
So,
what
do you think? You're gonna stick something in front of it, I guess?
Yeah, so today, what I brought with me was, I brought two pedals that are exactly the same. I brought the 50th anniversary SuperOverdrive.
Heard of it.
As well as the 40th anniversary SuperOverdrive.
Heard of it.
So, they're identical, so we're just gonna plug into the 40th anniversary.
They are not identical.
Well,
one of them's black and one of them's like gold.
Yeah, I love the color of this one. but it can't be played.
I think the color of both of them is sharp. Like, I think they both are.
Yeah, it's cool.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad.
The standard one's just yellow with black writing, which is...
So what would you use
cool.
this more of, as kind of like a boost just to tighten it up, or?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much the same idea as like a tube screamer.
Right.
But a little bit different flavor. Whatever tone you would go for with a tube screamer, you could get with a SuperOverdrive though. It's the same kind of deal. You can use it to kind of chunk up your rhythms.
Chunk it.
Or you can add a little bit of a boost for your solos. Depends how you set it up.
Well, you are the tone arranger, so I will trust your judgments.
Yeah, so I'm gonna flip you back over to the low gain.
Okay. That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Whatever when I said before how I was kind of like, I really liked it on the lead, and it was kind of lacking in the rhythm. I feel like whatever that pedal brought to it,
it really tightens up the rhythm.
It made it thicker sounding, like it just. And it also sounds better on the lead as well.
Yeah. It's a great sounding amp for such like a budget amp, because you could pick these up so cheap used. If you want like a gigging amp that you can take out and not really care if it gets damaged, you leave your nice 5150 at home, bring this bad boy with you.
Yeah, it reminds me of that, what's that, there's that, is it a PV Windsor that's kind of supposed to be like kind of like a cheap version of like a JCM 800? I think it's a
PV Butcher.
PV Butcher, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Similar kind of thing to that. Like
although they're kind of climbing up in value now, so.
Is it the Butcher? I thought it was called the PV Windsor. If you know, let us know in the comments what we're even talking about. But
yeah, I think the Windsor is more like plexi style.
Maybe it's, yeah, maybe the Windsor is supposed to be like
the Butcher is more like a JCM 800. I think it's like pretty much a direct ripoff, something like that.
Okay.
And so they're getting kind of sought after. They used to be cheap. Wish I had one. Now they're getting expensive.
Gotta work on your ABGs, bud.
I got my ABGs down.
Yeah, I actually like this thing. I think it's pretty cool. Like if you're gonna use that kind of like a, you know, a beater amp to take out to gigs, rehearsals, this is a great option. And if you break it or it gets stolen or lost or something, you know, buy another one.
Yeah, I'd rather lose like the $300 for one of these versus like a $2,000 for a nice amp, you know?
Yeah, for sure. And it took that overdrive really well.
Yeah.
I actually was really impressed, because sometimes, like when we did the crank before, it didn't really necessarily take the pedal as well. Like that's like really took the pedal awesome.
Well, it didn't really need it either.
That's true.
Right? Like that amp, like just balls to the wall, dirty tone. You didn't really need to add anything to that, but you could if you wanted to. A 5150 does sound way better than this in the room, but
yeah,
you can set up any amp to sound good. At least I can.
But we want to know what you thought of the Bugera 6260. Do you have any stories about it? Do you have any tips to dial in a good tone? What pedals work well with it? Let us know in the comments there. We want to thank the Tone Arranger for stopping by and helping us to arrange this tone.
Anytime.
And let us know in the comments. Hit that subscribe button. We will see you next time. We've been Blackbridge Sound. You've been Greasy. Have a greasy day. Tim Hortons.